Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is one of the interview question asked in Shell. So in this video I am trying to explain total two interview questions asked in same company. So our first question is how to find null rows in columns using PySpark. And second sub question is how do you clean below data using Databricks? And how you handle blank and nulls in below dataset. So this is my sample dataset. So first what I'm doing, I'm trying to create a data frame out of this sample data. So this is my data and I'm defining this schema column names, and by using create data frame, I'm trying to create this data frame. And if you observe here, all the columns, it has at least one null. Okay, and if you see row wise, except this fourth row, remaining all rows, it has nulls. At least one null is there. And fifth one, it has all records as nulls. So first what we'll do, first we'll try to find out null rows in columns using PySpark. So here what I'm doing from SQL.functions, I'm importing call, and here I'm using df.filter. So in this main data frame, I'm trying to filter the null records by using this condition. So first what I'm doing, call of name. So this column, name column, first it has to check is there any nulls, is nulls. And if you see here in this name column, what it does is it will go to name column and it will go for first row. It will check with first record. So it has value. So that means it is not null. So that means it is false. And I given our condition and call of email dot is null. That means it will go for email column and it will go for first record and it will check. So this is not null. So this is blank. So then this also false. Next, phone number dot is null. That means this column, first row, that is this record. So value is there. Okay, then this also false. Next, R condition, call of country is null. So that means country column, first row. That means this record. Okay, so here null is there. So since I given R condition, out of these total four columns, at least one column you should satisfy. So now this column it's satisfying null. So what it does is it will print this row. And if you observe here, this row is present here. And similar way, it will check second row with respect to columns. And if you see here one null is there. And among these, we have one null. So then this also it will print. If you see here, null, ABS Gmail and blank blank. Okay. And next it will go for third row. See third row, we have two nulls. So this also satisfying. So we given R condition. No? So at least one should be null. So here two nulls are there. Then this also it will print ABC, two nulls, India. Next, if you come to fourth row, see none of this is satisfying. That means this all conditions giving false. So df.filter of false boolean type is false means it will filter out. That means it won't print in the output. Okay. So next it will come for fifth row. It has all the nulls. So that means it's satisfying this one, and that means this output is true. So df.filter true condition. So it will print this value also. So out of five rows, it filtered only one row that has all values. So this is by using R condition. So next I'm trying to do with AND condition. Same syntax, instead of R, I given AND. So here what it does is it will check similar way, but only thing is whatever null condition is given, no, for all the columns, that means all the records should have should satisfy with null values. So that means if you come to our input data, first it will check for this value for name column first record. So this is value is there, and this also values this also values this null. So only one record has null. So remaining all value is there. But here condition is all the columns should have nulls. Okay, so otherwise it uh, giving output as false. So df dot filter of false condition is it won't print that particular row. So that means since this is not satisfying, it won't print. Then it will check for second row. See here also we have one null. So this also it won't print. And so null means one null is there, remaining three values are there. So it not satisfying. Third row is we have only two nulls. Two nulls and two values are there. So then this also it won't print. And fourth one, see all values are there. So this also it won't not matching. And if you come to fifth one, see all nulls are there. So that means for this and condition, it's satisfying this. All four columns as nulls. So then it will give you true. So df dot filter boolean type true. That means it will print only this row. So for and condition, so we are getting only this particular row. Next, we'll go for second sub question. So what they're asking is how to clean the data in Databricks. So mainly how to handle blank and null values. And if you see here, this is our sample data frame. In this blank, so here one blank is there, here one is there, here one is there. Total three blanks are there. And nulls we have, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 8 nulls are there. So first we'll handle these three blank values. So what I'm doing is, this is my syntax, df dot na dot replace. I'm replacing old value with new value. And if you see here, df dot replace, so blank with none. So that means wherever blank is there, so I'm replacing with none. So that means I'm generating nulls. So if you see here in email, this here blank is there, so it replaced with null. Similarly, if you see second row, in second row we have two blanks. And if you see here, these two replaced with nulls. Okay, so next, first I converted blanks wherever blank is there to null. So next, I will replace these nulls with some value. So how I'm doing is, for filling these values, we can use either fill NA or NA dot fill. So you can follow any of the method. So here what I'm doing, I'm giving input in dictionary. So first one is my column name. In name column, if you see name column, how many nulls are there? Two nulls are there. So wherever nulls are there, I want to replace with vowel. And if you see here in output, see this one is first I replaced blanks. Okay. So I'm taking this one as the input, this data frame. For this data frame, I'm using na.fill and these values I'm passing through dictionary. So if you see name column, so wherever null is there, no, these two will now replace with vowel. If you see here one vowel is there, here one vowel. Similar way, if you go for email column, so how many are there? Now this is none, this is none, this is none. So total three nuns are there. These three nuns it will replace with no email at example.com. So first one, and this one and this one. Okay, so these nuns replaced with this email. Next, we'll go for phone number column. So in phone number, we have here one null, here one null, here one null. So all this replaced with 9876. See here, second one, and this one, third one, and last one. So these three replaced with 9876. Similar way, if you go for country, so we have first two nuns and last one. And if you check here, so here country, wherever none is there, I am replacing with Sweden. See first two and last one. So now we replaced all nuns with our specified values. Okay, so this is about first question. And if you come to second question, what they're asking is they given JSON data like this. Okay, so JSON data they given like this in string format. Okay, so this is string, and inside that they given JSON. So this is our JSON, and what they're asking is how to read above JSON using PySpark. And one more is how to get the email from contacts from above JSON using same code. So that means how to get email from contacts. So contacts we have here. If you observe here under this JSON, again we have sub JSONs. You can say nested JSON. So this is main JSON. Under that we have this JSON details. This is one nested JSON. So that is this one. So under that we have one more JSON address, and we have one more JSON contacts. So total under details, we have two sub JSONs. One is address and contacts. So what they want is from contacts, this particular JSON, they want to get email. So that means this email, they want to extract it. So that is second question. So first what we'll do is, since they given this JSON data in string format, so we have put method. So what we'll do is we can define this JSON underscore data and string, and this is the JSON up to here, string of JSON. You can say JSON string. So in DB utilities, we have function like DB utilities dot fs dot put method we have. So in put method, what we have to define? We have to define the location. So up to here, this is the location. So we know that file store tables. This is our common location, file store tables. So here I wanted to create one folder, interview questions, and under interview questions, I created one more folder, PySpark, and here I given this file name. So you can create these folders before creating this, or otherwise, if you don't have these folders existing, then you can simply give this interview questions and PySpark. So on the fly, it will create. It will create by default. So under tables, first it will create interview questions one folder. Under that PySpark folder. Under that, it will store this JSON file. And what is the text means data, JSON underscore data I defined here. So this JSON string I want to store in this JSON format, and I given true condition. So true condition means if I update something in future, if I update something in this JSON string, and if I want to save in same location with replace, so then true is applicable. If you don't want if you don't want to replace, and if you want to create new file, then you can use false here. Okay, so that is the meaning. So if you run this one, see telling that total this file size as 304 bytes. And you can cross verify by using %fs and ls command. %fs ls, and you give this path up to here. And if you see under this PySpark folder, json underscore data dot json. See here this folder is there. C underscore PySpark, this JSON file is created. So that is the name, and you see here 304 file size. So here it is mentioned now 304. And this is one way, and you can check one more way, like you can go to catalog and file store tables. See on the fly it created interview questions, PySpark, and this my JSON. So whatever JSON text is given, it's saved here. Okay. So two methods. Either you can use this %fs ls, or you can cross verify by going catalog. Okay. So now first I saved my this JSON file in my location, and our first question is how to read above JSON using PySpark. So here what I'm doing is I'm using spark.read, and format is my file is JSON file, and header I'm mentioning true, schema I'm mentioning. These two are optional, I think, so it's not compulsory. So format is compulsory, and dot option multi-line true. This is compulsory, mandatory. And dot load I'm mentioning this path. So wherever file is, that file path I'm mentioning. So if I try to read this, see here, this if you see this type, struct type. So our file is in struct type, no? So we are getting this file here, and you can expand this. See, we have nested structure and all, no? So address, and you have contacts. Okay, if you see under address, okay, so address, contacts. So this is how you can read your JSON file. And if you go for second question, what they're asking, how to get the email from contacts from above JSON using same code. So as we discussed initial, you see from contacts, you want to extract this email. This one we want to extract. So what we can do is, this is my data frame. From this, I'm selecting call. First, what is there? Our main path, our parent JSON, nested JSON is detail. Since we already discussed under detail, we have two nested JSONs. So to access this one, what we have to do is we have to mention these details dot. Next, it has to come to contacts. Okay, details dot contacts dot email. So then it will print this value. So that is the one it is given here. Details contacts dot email. So I given alias email here. If you print this, see it printing only that particular email. Okay, so we covered now two questions. So that's all about this video. So if you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.